Okay, wow, this is a big box. I can't really fit it in frame, but today we'll be looking at Mcfarlane's DC Multiverse Killercroc from Arkham Asylum / City. This is how he looked in both of those games. If you have seen any of my other videos, you know I love these games. I was able to find this guy at Target, very random, because I've never seen him at that specific Target. He was just there, so it's not like they had him there for the longest time. He just appeared. The box is a little dirty, but it's okay. So, okay, sorry, getting a little ahead of myself. The front, you see the figure, stand, card. Back there, it says Killercroc. Down here, I'm trying to show that. There we go. On the side, oh, it is. Okay, you can't see that. There we go. It has the Arkham Asylum logo, and then it says Killercroc, Batman Arkham Asylum. The back, we get this beautiful concept art. I'm assuming it's concept art from the game, or it might be the character model that you get in the game. I don't remember if that's in that specific game. One thing I do realize is he has a chain back here on his collar and his wrist. You can tell right there. But in the figure, it doesn't look like it. Let me see. Collar. So yeah, but we'll check that out later. I'm gonna open this guy out. We'll check him out. We'll be right back. Okay, so here we have the figure, all out of the box. A few things before we get into looking at the actual figure. One is, it had this covering the price tag at Target, and I thought that was kind of weird because I don't know why. So I went to scan it, and the scanner, it showed dark side. It showed dark side, and then it said DC Megafig, which I know it's Megafig, but kind of weird. I think the reason why they did that is probably because this guy was on sale or not in the system anymore, and wouldn't have scanned otherwise. So they put another figure's barcode on it, and yeah, so hopefully it wasn't a matter of he was in $40 and they put that on just so they could make that money. That's probably what it was. No, yeah, probably. So they could sell it at $40. And instead it was just a matter of it wasn't in the system anymore, and they had to do that because, like I said, it did show dark side when I scanned it in store. So yeah, apart from that, starting off with accessories, we get a card, which I don't know, it's there. It has a read up in the back. There's that in case anyone wants to read that. Goes with the Mcfarlane stand, which is kind of don't really want, but it's okay. Apart from that, like I've been trying to do, put the card off to the side. Finally found a use for these. We'll keep it off to the side in case anyone wants to see that. There's that. I don't really collect them. I like to have them, but it's not like I have them displayed or anything. I don't know. They're alright, I guess. I don't really like them. Just have them in a big pile. But it's not about the car. Moving on to the figure. First impression, he looks really nice. He has a lot of sculpt everywhere. Like, I cannot find a single spot in this whole figure that does not have sculpt. Head has sculpt, chest, arms, hands, pants, the row has sculpt, feet, everything has sculpt. Overall, Mcfarlane does that a lot. He loves his sculpting, which for a character like Killercroc makes sense. Some of them, they're over sculpted. I hear that a lot about Mcfarlane figures. They're over sculpted, but this one, Killercroc, works great with them. Even the hinges have sculpt, which is pretty interesting. Apart from that, just looking at him, I can tell that this part is not the same color as this part. But that might be on purpose. I don't know. Because this is the same color, this is the same color. And then it just kind of shifts. And then it looks like the hands are a different color as these two. Which might just be the plastic, or it might just be because they wanted to paint it like that. You can see it better right here. This is definitely not the same color. This has like a white overlay. This is just more green. And then this is just dark green. But overall, I think he looks really nice. Look at the back. Wow. Just lots and lots of sculpt. That is very, it's not sharp either. It's very nice. Very nice texture. But like I said, pants have sculpt, the robe, all the way down to the pants. Usually they don't paint the back, they don't sculpt the back, but look at that. That's beautiful. Especially considering this is a very older figure. Came out closer to the beginnings of the Mcfarlane line for DZ. So yeah, it looks great, honestly. Looks wise, I'm very happy. Like I said, the only thing is this one has a chain. This one doesn't. It has a thing where it's supposed to go, but it doesn't have a hole either. So I'm gonna try to add a chain to that later in the review, but we'll see. Moving on to the articulation. Head doesn't look up. A little bit, slightly. So let me move the camera up real quick. Just tiny amount. There we go. Head doesn't look up a lot. It looks slightly up. That's looking forward. That's looking up. Down. No, it doesn't get any down. It just looks forward and slightly up. So not the best. These spikes are very black. I don't remember if that's how they looked, but there's that. He can turn all the way around. Turns, he's a bit of a pivot right there. Actually a pretty good pivot. I don't know what you would use that for, but it's there. Be careful with these spikes. These on his face are kind of sharp, honestly. But look at that. Look at all that paint. Let me zoom in on his face real quick before we get too far into this. Look at that. He doesn't have pupils. I realize that. He does have pupils in the game, but not here in the figure. But look at that. Wow. The nose. Look at that. The teeth. Overall, I'm very happy with this figure. Just how it looks. I haven't moved the articulation yet, but, well, some, but overall, I'm very happy with how he looks. Moving down. Arms. Wow, look at that. Over 90 degrees. It does kind of, you lift it up and it comes down a little. So just be aware of that. But it still holds up at the angle. It's just kind of the shift in there. Moving down. Doesn't quite get close to the body, but I think it doesn't look too awkward or weird. It's pretty good. I think it's supposed to have that Mcfarlane-esque butterfly joint system where it's kind of on a ball peg, but it doesn't move anywhere. So you can move forward all the way around, out, but it doesn't shift. It's very just there. Apart from that, elbow looks like a single joint. Ooh, that's really crunchy. I like that. Little less than 90. Yeah, little less than 90. But he does have a lot of sculpt everywhere, so it makes sense. And they are very tight joints, so that's good. Does this turn? Yeah, so it turns at the elbow as well, so you can move it any which way you need. There you go. It is a very, how do I say this, very tight figure, so I like that. I like that he's not loose. The hand, it's on a hinge, so you can turn that and then hinge up and down. I do really like how everything is painted, especially the nails. Let me see. This one, okay, this one is a fist, but pretty much the same articulation. So there's that. Moving on to the torso. He has a cut right here. Let's see, what can we get out of that? Forward, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Back, nothing at all. Side to side, oh, nothing at all. But it turns. That's good. It turns. Very tight, but it turns. So that's good. Another, I'm assuming this is on a ball hinge. Yeah, ball hinge down here at the waist. That does give you a pretty good range. So even though you don't get any up here, you do get it down here. And that seems to be really good. Look at that. So he goes forward a good amount, but you do get that crack back there. And then back a good amount, but you get the crack forward in the front. So his pants also are kind of loose. You can always kind of see that hole in there at all time. So yeah, I think torso wise, I think it's pretty good. He's not supposed to be an agile character. So yeah, I think this is good. Legs forward about 90 degrees. Yeah, that was really good. Back really good as well. The soft diaper piece does allow him to have really good range, but you do get that hole in the front. I don't know why you'd need him in this pose, but you have that option. Man, the texture on the pants just looks amazing. Knees, sorry, let me go take the dog out. I'll be right back. Whoops. Okay, now we're back. Knees, a really good amount, honestly. You can't complain there. Straighten that out, straight. That's pretty much straight. There you go. And then down to the feet. So nothing there. Let me see. You do have a bit of a twist up here on the thigh. And then on the feet. Ooh. So it doesn't. Goes up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Down about that much. Forward right there. And then you get toe articulation, which is kind of weird right there. But it is there. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this figure. I think he has a lot of articulation, actually. And he doesn't seem to have the loose feet like some Mega Figs do. So I'm very happy with him. I'm gonna move the card out of the way. Whoever wanted to see it, you saw it the whole review. Now we'll move on to some comparisons. So here we have Killercroc next to the Mcfarlane Arkham Knight and the Robin. I don't know what brand this Robin is. I cannot remember. I've just had it for the longest time. So there's that. I think they scale pretty well. This Robin is a lot shorter than him, but works good enough. Batman's about chest height. I know he's supposed to be taller, but or is he supposed to be taller? I'm not sure, but I think he scales very well. But I know he doesn't look like this in the Arkham game, so let's move on to another comparison. For one last final comparison, here we have Killercroc next to the Arkham Asylum Batman. So this makes sense. These go together. This is the Arkham City Batman Joker that I painted. So there's that. Not the best, but in case anyone was wondering, height difference, there's that. He looks taller than Batman. Okay. It's not about them right now. It's about Killercroc. Here they are all together. Apart from that, I think that's about it on comparisons. Here's a Diamond Select Lizard. And yeah, I don't know. And there's that. So overall, I am pretty happy with this figure. Maybe some extra hands would have been nice, but no, that's alright. Maybe the chain. I was able to find this small chain that I used to wear. So let's see. Boop. Yeah, that would look kind of nice. Maybe a little thicker chain, but that would look nice. But overall, I am happy with this. $40 for a Mega Fig, yeah. If you can find it for cheaper than the regular amount, I would say for sure get it, especially if you like the games. Even if you don't like the games, I think this is a good just Killercroc in general. I've seen other people use it as their standing Killercroc. But yeah, I think he looks good. I think the articulation is good. I think overall he's a good figure. I know they did release a more recent one with the what's it called? Glow in the dark. But I'm not a big fan of glow in the dark figures. So yeah, especially for Killercroc, since he has nothing to do with glowing in the dark. So yeah, I do like him. I'm happy, and I recommend him. Apart from that, that's about it. Just a quick review. Let me try to think anything else. No, that should be it. Apart from that, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you whenever I see you.